afternoon. I have to remind myself what day it is. My days are running together. I need a break. I need a break. So week 1 of my 2 weeks notice is done. One more week left. They're waiting for my decision. I've already made it. For one, you know, I feel it's the smartest decision. Honestly, it's the smartest decision. I mean, who doesn't want to get paid more and not have to work more hours? I mean, more pay, less hours. I'll probably be breaking even, but I believe there's always room to always make more. You can always make more. That would also give me extra time to get a lot of things done, you know. 'Cause that's what I'm looking to do. Also, I gotta make inventory for the fall. It's actually a really nice day, and I really wish I could, like, go to, I don't know, water country or something like that. You know? It's beautiful. So, good juju in your life. Now, if you've done the following, you know, I'm going to be honest, it takes probably more than just a day to do the first step on the first video that I did on how to bring good juju in your life. It actually takes more than just 24 hours. Trust me. There's nothing wrong with you. It takes a good amount of time for folks to hang on. I'm like right on the line. So it kind of caused a little bit of an uproar in the parking lot here. I played Get Low by Lil Jon. Really loud with my windows cracked. Get low, get low, get low, get low. Oh, I can get low. I'm gonna have fun tonight. You hear that? I'll have fun tonight. Although I'm at work, I'm still gonna have fun tonight. So, anyhow, I had a lot of uptight moms kind of like get all to the window, the wall, to the sweat drop down my here I'll censor. But when this camera's off, I don't censor. Anyways. So, if you followed the directions of the first video, and if you're having trouble, which, you know, it happens. There's nothing wrong with you. It's normal. Not everyone can, and if you do happen to feel like you've made success in 24 hours, then congratulations. You're either A, an overachiever, which is not a bad thing, or B, you probably oversaw something. You probably missed something, so you might want to take your time with it. When it comes to trying to clean up everything in your life and make room for the good juju, hang on. I'm gonna pop my elbow. You want to take your time with it, okay? I mean, if you rush it, chances are you're going to relapse. Okay? And honestly, look, you gotta take you gotta take your time with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. I mean, think of it this way. Let's go back to childhood. When you got your first bike, did you picked it up like that and just went with it? It took practice, didn't it? And skating. Like if you roller skated or rollerbladed or anything like that, or ice skated, did you automatically just get it? Learn to stop, learn to go, learn to do little tricks. Did you automatically just put the roller skates on or the rollerblades on and just booked it? Did you just master it within seconds of putting those shoes on? No, you didn't. What did it take for you to get to that point where you can do it without thinking and actually enjoy it? It's just like practice. At first it's not fun because you don't get it. And you gotta practice and practice and practice and practice and practice until finally, you did what you were trying to practice for without tripping up. And then later on, after you finished, you realize, that was pretty fun. I would very much like to go back and do that again. You go back and you do it again, you enjoy yourself. And if you do fall or stumble or trip up, it's not upsetting. You know how to fall, you know how to get back up, and you know how to keep going. It becomes easier. It becomes fun. Sorry, I'm popping my knuckles. I know I shouldn't do it, but my hands get a little stiff. So, the thing is, once you figured it out, it became fun. Put the damn phone down and park. Jesus. Just like when it comes to actually fully living your life. Now, a lot of people complain, oh, I don't have time. You have to make time, otherwise you're not living life. You're just existing. You're just alive, but you're not living. Get it? You're alive, but you're not living. Now, if you get up, go to work, and repeat this every freaking day, just about 98% of your life, and whenever you have free time and you when you have free time and all that good stuff, you just pretty much recuperate from working. Now, chances are you're alive, but you're not living. When have you last experienced joy? When have you ever felt good about anything or about yourself? And if your answer is because you did something materialistic, went and bought something, then you need to really think. What do you want your life to be about? If you were to die today, what will you be known for? What will be treasured about you? Well, I'm there for my friends. That is a very commendable quality, but Can you honestly can you honestly say that you can die happy and fulfilled? Can you honestly say that you've lived life? Can you honestly say that, you've enjoyed yourself? If you have to stop and think, or if you're hesitant to answer, don't be sad. It's not your fault. You just fell into a rut that everyone has fallen into. You need to claim your life. Live life. Enjoy something. Something you didn't have to buy. Something you didn't have to pay for. I can honestly say that I can get out of my car or get out of my apartment and just enjoy walking outside to anywhere. And just close my eyes and just listen to the wind. Feel the wind. Feel the sun. Look at the trees. See how the light cascades on their leaves. Pay attention to things that are around you first. And once you become self-aware and actually allow yourself to feel, it can get pretty emotional at first when you first start doing this. But after a while, you can actually start to enjoy it. Most people experience joy to a measure that makes them cry. Most people experience pain. And not just bad pain, but good pain. Because through some pains, like childbirth, for instance, that's a good metaphor. Well, actually, example. Sorry, not a metaphor. It's an example. You realize that through transformation and growth, there is necessary pain. Pain that won't kill you, but you would think you could. But it won't kill you. It just transforms you. People that have gone through hell and back on some terrible bull crap that other human beings are just, life is delved out. And to be able to say that you arose victoriously from it, that is necessary growth pains. It is going to be hard. Make no mistake about that. If I ever for once said that self-awareness and spiritual growth and actually living your life is going to be painless, I'm sorry to say, but it is not. There is some pain and there is some loss to be made and to be had. For instance, you may love a good friend. You may love a friend that is not good for you, but you can tell them, hey, this is my goal, these are my dreams, and a real true friend will support you and encourage you to do whatever it is to make you happy. Now, if you have a friend that's trying to make it all about them and say things along the lines like, well, what about us? Where's that going to leave me? Me. You do what you got to do, and I do what I got to do. You have to make the decision. You have to commit to it. Because if there is anyone in this world that you need to commit to, number one, that you need to commit to, it would be you and your soul. Not your friends, not your boyfriend, not your husband, not your wife, not your girlfriend. And sad to say, not your parents and family. If you're trying to do something that is good for you and beneficial for you and that you feel is right, go for it. And if people see how happy you are, people that are for you and that are on your corner will be happy for you. They will support you, cheer you on, encourage you. But if they for once make fun of you, insult you, and make you feel not good about it, I'm sorry, the truth hurts, but they may not be on your corner. It is up to you to decide whether you can deal with it. It is up to you to decide whether or not you will take all their imperfections and their toxicity and their negativity and their flaws and keep it on in your life. Keep it in your life. It's totally up to you. I do have some friends that are like that. I do have friends that don't believe as I do. I have friends that are, you understand the term light worker, but I have some friends that are actual dark workers. And they're in my life. There may be some things about them that I don't agree with and I don't really jive with, but, they're in my life. And if they... we do have the ability to meet in the middle. Now, there is such a thing as compromise during this process. We are very prone and have a habit of getting attached to people, and it's no one's fault. We are social creatures. Now, there are some few that are not social at all, and they just want to be left the hell alone. Just leave them the hell alone. Me, I am very social, but there comes an extent where I'm just like, I'm just like, okay, it's been fun, but I want to be alone. I do get in those phases where I'm just like, okay, I love you. I really do. But I just want quiet. I just want to be alone. And it doesn't necessarily mean there's something wrong. It just means I go through a phase where I'm just like, okay, I need to spend time with me. I need to reconnect with me. And it's not selfish to need to do that. Some of us need to be alone to recharge and recalculate. It's like grocery shopping. Yeah, it's... Actually, no. It's like this. It's like every holiday you ever experience, and people are giving you presents, and you're not opening them. Because, a lot of people that do need that time to disconnect, recharge, and recalculate, it's like everyone we meet, they give us a present. Everyone we, interact with, they give us a present, but we don't open it. We don't open it right then and there. We kind of put it in a closet and deal with it later when we are alone, and so we can process it. So if you don't open those presents and take time to do that and put them where they belong, store them where they belong, pretty soon that closet of presents is going to be full. And what's going to happen? Well, then you fill the room up eventually if you don't tend to it. And what happens if you don't get to them? Even then, you fill a room. You fill the hallway, and then you fill, let's say, a new room like the kitchen, the living room, and then you keep filling it. Then pretty soon, you got no room to sleep. You got no room to go in there. What are you gonna do? You gotta stay home or go to your happy place, open those presents, throw the wrappings away, and then put those presents away. Put whatever it is away. If it belongs in the kitchen, put it in the kitchen. If it belongs in your food for thoughts part of your brain, then put it there. You know, your brain and your mind and your soul is like a big giant house. It's always changing. You're tearing down a wall, you're building up a new one. You put on an extension, you put another room in there, you build a deck, you build a front porch, back porch, whatever. It's constantly changing. It's like Pan's Labyrinth. Always changing. So, eventually, you gotta sort it out and deal with it. So what are you gonna do? Now, during this growth period, it's going to be a lot to process. Because once you open that floodgate, you have no idea until it happens how much is thrown at you. And you gotta cope, and you gotta deal. But do not shut it out. You have to process, you have to cope. And you will be stronger for it. When you are done with this process, there's nothing that can be thrown at you that's going to make you shake and waver. And if you get knocked down, you learn to get right back up and be like, okay, well, I fell down, so I will keep on. Keep on keeping on. In time, it doesn't faze you anymore. It's a lot of work. But I swear on my life, it is well worth it. It is well worth it. I have no regrets going through this process. At the time, I freaking hated it. It was a nightmare. I felt too much. And gave too much. And I took too little. But I learned balance. Also, I got desensitized on some things. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It happens. Hang on, I need to... Me and my allergies. I'm alright, I'm okay. So, if you are ever running into a wall in your life, just know you're not alone. And if you're looking to be in a community where it's like-minded and like-experienced people, oh, my back, I am more than happy to help you find that. Because I found one community and umpteen million of them popped up. But you gotta find out where you mesh. It takes practice and it takes time, but again, it is worth it. You gotta be patient with yourself and you gotta be kind to yourself. Because if you remove everyone and everything from your life, who else do you have and what else do you have? Yourself and your soul. You gotta be kind and patient with yourself. You are good enough and you are worth your own love. Because, hey, you made it. It's yours. I mean, if you cook dinner If you cook dinner, are you just going to let it sit there and go bad and not touch it? If you cook something that you know you like to eat, are you going to let it sit there on the counter? Or are you going to eat it? You did after all make it for yourself. It's like love. After all, you did work at it and you did produce it. Aren't you going to utilize it? Aren't you going to use it? Eat it? Obtain sustenance? You gotta love yourself. Be patient with yourself. Treat yourself how you want to be treated. Now, if you master that, it's going to be a whole heck of a lot easier. I guarantee it. Once you master that, you are able to do what you gotta do quicker and most efficiently. Well, that's all I have time for, so love and light to you all, and I wish we all have a really good day today.